The next sign we want to talk about in terms of fertility tracking is cervical mucus. You probably don't say that phrase most days in polite company, but honestly, when it comes to being able to predict when you will ovulate, when you are fertile, it is really the best sign. It's one to get comfortable with. And what it means is that your cervix is secreting different types of mucus at different types of your phases. And so obviously, days 1 through 5, you're on your period, we're talking about like bleeding. So kind of a moot point at that point. As soon as your period ends, you might start to notice like a drier secretion, maybe like creamy, like white and creamy, almost like lotiony, and it will become wetter and clearer and stretchier. So when we think about ovulation or like your peak fertility, your cervical mucus should be like if you cracked open an egg and you just had the egg white and you were like, have you ever tried to like get a shell out of egg white? You know how like slippery and like stretchy, it's almost impossible. So that's what you want your cervical mucus to be like, is as close to like stretching egg white between your fingertips as possible. That means that your cervical mucus is the most friendly home to sperm for them to live in that mucus and get transported to fertilize the egg. It's like a red carpet for sperm when you've got that egg white, slippery, clear mucus. And so that's something you can track on your own. So every time before you go to the bathroom, you would just like wipe with toilet paper, and you can kind of check what's going on with that mucus. Is it kind of creamy, lotiony? Is it dry and like sticky or crumbly? Is it getting wetter? Is it getting clearer? Is it getting closer to egg white? And the reason this is super, super important is if you start to notice, we'll call this day 11. If you start to notice on day 11 that you are getting slippery, clear egg white mucus or close to it, this means sperm could arrive, however they arrive, on day 11 and live in that really friendly mucousy environment until you ovulate. So I think this is a huge misconception we have to clear up right now. You do not have to have sex on this one magical day, and definitely not necessarily the day of ovulation. If your mucus is fertile, it can let the sperm hang out for a few days waiting for you to release that egg. And that is actually the best chance of conception. Why do I bring this up? If you have been using LH strips, so that's where you like pee, I don't have one with me, pee on it and it will give you like a dark pink line or a light pink line. It's essentially trying to tell you when your LH hormone, your luteinizing hormone, has peaked. So theoretically, your LH is going to like spike the day before you ovulate. So that's why you're like taking a test. You're trying to like catch this peak. Some people take the test multiple times a day. Some people are very specific. They take it between like 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. to try to catch the peak. And theoretically, an LH peak tells you that you're going to ovulate tomorrow, basically, like within the next 24 hours. And so then people try to conceive like right then because they know they're about to ovulate. That is a little less reliable and also narrowing your fertile window, right? Like you're waiting until the 11th hour to identify, I think I'm going to ovulate tomorrow, like we better try right now or tonight or whatever your plan is. Versus when you're using cervical mucus as a sign, you could be trying day 11 and day 13 and day 14, and you would know that with any of those times are viable times of conception because you have cervical mucus that can hang on to that sperm until ovulation happens. So that was a lot, but this is to say that maybe the unsung hero of trying to get pregnant is getting really familiar with your cervical mucus patterns. I kind of described to you like an ideal way that it would progress from like drier up to like wetter and slipperier. Um, it might not be like that for you, but getting used to your patterns is going to make a huge difference as you have like a few cycles under your belt and you know what to predict.